Hey, what's up, Kim? Attention to that. Damn it, there's too much going on, I can't read his movements. And even though I dodged that, the attack lasts so long that I can't dodge all of it. Shitty fight. But Baraku, people on the internet said this game looks like a PS2 game. So why would we want these graphics in the FF7 remake rather?
It's over.
Yeah, come save the day, Hero-chan Desu! Show that Baka what's up, and when we save the world, it'll be Daijo Blue. Randomly flying motorcycle. Listen, that was a pretty cool scene, but that was like as bad physics like as Dirge of Cerberus with the van. They should have at least shown like a part of the road that was like torn up and that she jumped off of or something. You know, something a little bit more than just like suddenly flying motorcycle.
You fools don't know when to give up. How dare you stand in my way? If you're so eager to die, so be it! We'll end this now!
Wait, is that health bar on the top always been there? Has that health bar been there for every boss? Because that's literally the first time I've noticed it. Why did I not heal? Oh, I got empty can equipped apparently. Oh, I'm out of healing, that's why. Oh, that sucks. I was doing really good too. If I had known I was out of healing, I would have played that differently. And like not gotten hit and risked healing, you know? It's because I scanned her with Iris, but I scanned everybody with Iris. Like I used Iris almost every single fight.
No, it can't be.
Still S plus, even though I got knocked out. That's good to know. It's good to know I can still get S plus if you get knocked out. It's probably just the actual amount of damage that you take as opposed to using items or something.
Years have come to pass. I can't let yourself get away with this.
Like, I haven't intentionally scanned them, but I've used my Iris, you know, during battles and stuff.
Before.
People criticizing FF7 remake before it's even out. It's our right to do that, though. Now, it just depends on the type of criticism that we're giving. If it's just like, LOL, not turn-based, that's bad. Well, that's bad criticism. But if it's like, I'm not sure I'm gonna be okay with this play style, that's fine. Criticize in a meaningful way, yes. Criticize blindly, no. But it's kind of our right as consumers to criticize it, but it needs to be meaningful criticism, you know? Oh, this is Mattias. This is straight up Mattias right here.
It's beautiful.
Whoa, that's an enslaved girl.
That's Jenna?
Mattias is literally some demon that enslaves a girl and it's like lanternfish style,
away.
you know?
I
Puts
can't
it out
get
to
up
dangle
there.
in front of people.
Someone's got to keep an eye on the commander.
Most of it is LOL no turn-based, I know. But it's still our right to...
You're the only one who can stop Jenna.
to judge games, you know, and say we prefer a certain play style. What? I dodged that! I so dodged that! Get out of here, dude! What the hell? Why did I fly off the edge? Again, the fucking controls, man! God, it's my biggest gripe with this game. Like, half the things that I was doing there, I was not doing. But, you know, because there's so many things to do in this game, you just, like, get lost in the controls. And then shit like that happens where I didn't even slide. I don't know what caused the slide. Dodging when I didn't dodge or not dodging when I did. I will say this battle scene is pretty epic, though. Gotta admit, this is pretty sick. I just wish I was fighting her. There we go. Now we're fighting her. Doggo just like peaced out. Hello, attack. Why are you sliding? Hold on a second, Jenna. I'll be right with you. What? Was I supposed to be able to dodge that? Oh. Some of this I'm not sure how I'm supposed to dodge. What are you doing? What the fuck? I don't know if I'm supposed to get off of that platform or not, but there's no way off of it, so I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there. When there's like no other way to get off the platform. Even like the way I came back is too high up, you know? Hello? Oh. Do you mind? I'm trying to pose here, okay? There we go. F. It was important, okay? That was important. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Well, camera doesn't allow me to see anything. The camera keeps cycling back towards her, so I can't see anything. Even if I could get out of that, the camera just keeps pointing back towards her every single time, so it's not possible as far as I know. I just have to take that damage. Also, I learned that if you take pictures of monsters, you get information. Didn't even think about that. What are you doing? Just do your regular combo. Now I'm not going to get extra damage. Whoa! Like, see, it's not even possible. Maybe I'm supposed to perfect dodge it or something? I don't know. It's not very clear there. It's pretty dumb. This fight could have been done way better, but it's not super great. It's sitting there waiting until things happen and then getting a tiny bit of damage. This fight could have been done way better. Through the rock. Good cutscene, LOL. Oh, right in the boob. B, I'm fine with B. I mean, it's literally made by the same team that made all three of those games, so I would hope so. Except for Metal Gear Rising, I'm not sure about. I think Platinum worked on that, but I'm not positive. They did? Yeah, that's what I thought. Listen, my brother literally got stabbed in the heart by a giant-ass sword, and he doesn't even have a scar, okay? If I fall like 500 feet and I just like whatever, I think I'll be okay. Yeah, where are our short shorts? Not my game. Kill him! Kill your stupid brother! Instead of stabbing him in the chest, you just literally slam him on the ground by the head. I'm sure he'll be fine with that attack. I'm sure it'll be fine. Fight it! Fight the power!
You recognize me. I know it.
Changing color means emotional difference, obviously. This is hard to do. Jesus. Oh, God, that's hard to do. There's gotta be an easier way to do that.
I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen.
I mean, it was obvious that we were gonna get corrupted by the using the beastie thingy all the time.
Now you understand. This is the true form of your Legion's power.
Time for
All it can do
monologue for 5 minutes as I have a claw literally stuck in my chest
Nothing more.
all the way through.
We have that in common. In this form, even if you do survive, in the end, can you call yourself human?
What's happening?
Wasted.
All right. Aim for the Legion. Fire.
Hey, stop!
This part I didn't expect. I should have, though.
We had no choice. If we hadn't dealt with it immediately, it would have destroyed us all.
Who are they? Why do they have armor like mine?
Let me introduce you. Behold, they are the Union government's newest elite task force, the Ravens. And they are your new partners.
Only 74% red matter. Damn. Missed another one. It's funny too because I feel like I'm exploring every corner of this game that I can, and I've missed so much still. Just goes to show there's a lot of really good stuff. like hidden, you know. I mean, it's literally Shinji and Shinji Ikari and Gendo Ikari, you know, and Evangelion. It's the same thing. I should have expected that he had no qualms with, you know, just straight up murdering me if I got all out of hand. But I expected the corruption for sure. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, is this the same stuff as before that I skipped through? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I skipped through this before, but I get another chance to read it. All right. February 2043, Earth itself found itself faced with disaster brought about by a meteor impact that opened the gates to the astral plane. Matter the likes of which Earth had never seen leaked through the gates. Its toxic miasma twisting everything it touches, eventually beyond recognition. We have come to call this process redshift. That's like the setting of the game. Well, we don't know, Vulcan. We don't know, man. That's kind of the assumption. Well, I know some stuff, Fable, is blocked off by the ability to access it. Like the first level had something that I needed to pick up the dumpster for, which was Arms Legion, and then a thing you needed the Axe Legion for. So I know there's there's like power-ups that like you literally can't get stuff because you don't have the power-ups, like Castlevania. It's, in that regard, it's kind of a Metroidvania, right? But and if you compare it to things like Deus Ex, like the modern Deus Exes, the way they do it is more like certain power-ups give you certain access to certain things, but you can't get everything, you know? But yeah. We don't know. We don't know if they killed the girl or not. At the end of the chapter, it's a cliffhanger. At the current rate, redshift poses a very significant threat to our species. Not a word of this came as a surprise to me, and yet I had thus far been powerless to stop it. Must confess my judgment at the time was clouded. The prophets, those who find the future written in the past, they sought me out for the research. After all, we share the interest in human evolutionary potential. They had much to tell me about the true history of our species. They say that humankind flourishes now like it has twice before. The previous two times it met with utter ruin, weighed in the balance, and found wanting. The gates present a third such test. Not that I took these prophets at their literal word, not at first. After all, their means are not scientific. However, even I cannot deny that all they foretold came to pass. I pledged to them, to my species, that I would do all my power to stop the extinction, save humankind. But they told me, build an ark. Oh my gosh, are we gonna draw this parallel now? Is this the parallel that we're drawing here? It makes sense if you're a 100% collectible type of person to hide stuff behind power requirements. Sort of yes, sort of no. I kind of like being able to go into a level and being able to do everything that the level has to offer. I don't necessarily, like, I don't mind going back into levels if I miss it, but I do kind of mind, like, having to keep track of everything in my head, because I can't remember all that stuff. So, like, it's one thing to offer opportunities to get power-ups in different levels, but I feel each level should be fully completable each time, like the first time you go. At their guidance, I gathered considerable staff and constructed a new home where humankind found refuge from what might have been our doom. It has been an arduous undertaking, far beyond even myself, but luckily I now have allies that I can trust to the grave. Now's the time for us to create our future together. Thank you, Faberall, for the sub gift to Baraku. Welcome back in, dude. It's kind of weird, someone trying to sell out for me that isn't subbed, and I'm not trying to judge you, but it is kind of like, it's kind of funny, it's like ironic, but now you are. Hey, how about that? Thank you, Fable, for the sub gift, man. Thank you. Welcome back in, Baraku. It was, I see now, like, listening to myself, that it sounds judgmental. I really didn't mean it like that. I just was kind of drawing from the irony of it. Mega Float Arc operational in the early morning hours of Thursday, July 23rd, 2043. Construction of the artificial island known as the Ark was finally completed. The Ark represents the combined efforts of all nations to protect humanity from the threat of corruption from the gates. Representatives of the interim union world government say the hope to begin welcoming residents as soon as possible. As of this writing, the Ark is moored offshore near Valparaiso, Chile. Selected residents, having cleared checks for data corruption, boarded Union patrol boats to make the first steps towards their new homes this morning. The Ark will cease accepting new residents at 3 p.m. and prepare for the voyage to its permanent location far out into the Pacific Ocean, where experts say corruption will never touch.